Free will, the problem stated. Let us now consider the capabilities of each element. The philosophers agree in believing that reason is lodged in the human soul, which is like a lamp to guide the intellect and like a queen to rule the will. They imagine reason to be so full of divine light that it is able to distinguish between good and evil and has the power to command. Sense, on the other hand, is crude and ignorant, unable to rise to the study of superior and exceptional things, confining itself to the things of the earth. Desire, it is said, if it chooses to obey reason and does not allow itself to be mastered by sense, has a natural tendency to seek out whatever is good and honorable, and is thus able to keep to a straight path. If, however, it becomes a slave to sense, it is corrupted and defiled by it, and will indulge in mischief of every kind. Consequently, they affirm that reason is to be found in man's mind, and enables him to live well and happily, provided he retains his nobility and is obedient to the power which nature has implanted in him. They concede, however, that there is a lower impulse called sense by which the mind is deflected and led off into error and ignorance. Yet sense is capable of being tamed by reason and of being gradually eliminated. As for the will, this they set up as an intermediary between reason and sense. It is therefore free to obey reason if it wishes or to yield to sense. In actual fact, experience has sometimes forced the philosophers to admit how hard man finds it to allow reason mastery over himself. At one time he is tickled by sensual pleasure, and at another is deceived by the false prospect of success. Or else he gives way to ungovernable feelings, which, as Plato says, are like cords which wrench and jerk him this way and that. That is why Cicero maintains that we only possess tiny sparks of goodness kindled by nature in our minds, which we easily corrupt by our false ideas and our bad habits. Moreover, the philosophers admit that once such ailments afflict our minds, they master us so powerfully that it is difficult to control them, which is why they do not hesitate to compare them to unruly horses. For just as an unruly horse, they say, first throws its rider, then kicks out in frenzied fashion, so the soul, rejecting reason and yielding to its appetites, breaks free of all restraint. For the rest, they hold firmly to the view that both virtue and vice lie within our power. For they argue, if we could not freely choose to do good or evil, we could not choose to abstain from them either. By the same token, if we are free to abstain from them, we are free also to do them. So it is that by free choice we do what we do, and by free choice we abstain from doing what we do not do. It follows, therefore, that it is within our power to cease to do the good we do, and also the evil, and likewise to do what we have left off doing. Some, indeed, have in their foolishness gone so far as to boast that it is God who has given them the gift of life, but that a good life is something they do for themselves. To sum up, then, this is the philosopher's position. Reason, which resides in the human mind, is sufficient to guide us aright and to show us the right things to do. Will, being inferior to reason, is tempted and beguiled by sense to do what is evil, but insofar as it has freedom of choice, it cannot be prevented from wholly following reason.